3, 2, 1. Penis. Whoa.
Whoa, hello.
Whoa.
Greetings.
The fuck is this?
This is an internet, an MVCDM,
I hate it.
via which
Make it go away.
we are communicating, and we are collectively broadcasting, in tonight's instance, a session of a little D&D 5th edition campaign called The Sword of the Skulls, in which you are all players. I'm Promethean.
Wait, when did we become players in this campaign? Campaign.
It's
In this campaign.
Malia's accent when she gets made small by Tiny Wings, reduce and large spell.
Well,
How many times do I have to reduce it to get to that point? I would do this.
Yeah, I think it's just one, and then we make her do it. That's a good question. It's been a while. Uh-oh, the sound has doubled up. What do you mean the sound has doubled up? How's that working? Oh, you're right. I can see it.
have you ever been a producer before?
There's a 0 in it.
Wow.
Because the amount of times that Promethean has.
It's
Ever
a
done it?
numerical expression of the skill he has as a producer.
Yeah.
Why do you hate me?
It's easy.
It's actually real weird because I don't know where the second
Oh, that's better apparently.
it is, but I don't know where that source is coming from. That's interesting. Cool.
It's magic.
It is magic, I guess. It's very strange. Actually, I might. We can deal with that later. We're going to continue with some D&Ding. First, I would like you all to introduce yourself, please.
Oh,
And not only
Absolutely not.
yourself, but your characters.
No.
Thank you. And a quick little recap of the last thing that your character remembers happening. Because
Nothing.
we had a little special session recently that Tiny Wing wasn't a part of, but Malia and Vermilion were. And I'm quite
I don't
keen
remember that.
to see what their
Neither do I.
current states
Sounds
of
fake.
mind are. So we're going to
Huge if
start.
true.
Sounds made up.
We're going to start with NBCDM, please. Who are you? Who are you playing? And how are they feeling about stuff that just happened to them?
Hi, I'm NVCDM, and that's probably relevant to the courts and nowhere else. But for the purposes of right now, acted like a real dummy to avoid having to talk to his mummy. It's Vermilion. And the last thing I remember was being given the unleashed power of all the gods combined.
Yeah, that's true. I was there.
That's right, I
Yeah.
destroyed a whole building.
I hate it. Saz, who are you? Who are you playing? And what's the last thing Tiny Wing remembers happening?
I didn't read my notes beforehand, so that part will be fun when I get to it.
It's fine. I'll cover yours specifically in a little recap, so it's fine. You got
Thank
this.
Christ. Hi, I'm Saz and Meeple. I'm the resident dice goblin and producer over at Meeples and Dragons. I'm also the organizer for Redlands Tabletop Gaming Club. So if you're in Brisbane, want to play board games, want to play D&D, come see me. And I play Tiny Wing here, who's the cutest, tiniest little fairy you've ever seen in your life. And I think the last thing I remember was something to do with magic going crazy in some crazy freaking planar library.
Yeah, that's more or less exactly right.
Yay.
Very good. Emily, same stuff.
Hello. Sorry,
it's
NBC
everywhere.
just sent me a message and it made me laugh. Hello, I'm Emily. I am the GM producer, chief executive Thirstmaster, and now event manager over at Hexes and Vexes, where I run a little campaign. It's great. It's fun. It's cool, I guess, if you're there. Tonight I'll be playing Malia Redwood, who is not the cutest little fairy and also does not have all of the powers of the gods combined, but she does have sharp teeth and remembers biting someone random. Also remembers
Lisp.
Vermilion fucking laying a cassowary egg and giving it to a couple of people that came from a different world.
That's true. All the power of the gods and a cassowary egg.
Yep,
Canon.
that's how godhood works.
Yep.
Exactly
I'm real
right.
glad I wasn't there now.
Yeah,
Look,
gave it to
I can't-
D20.
I can't wait to establish the Church of Vermilion.
It's great. Love that. So a little recap. Previously on Sword of the Skulls, as very well articulated by Saz, Tiny Wing was offered a magical tattoo as essentially a key to traverse a library-flavored pathway of arcane tunnels into other libraries. And on her first exploration into this place, she was set upon by some kind of adorable living spell, which briefly touched the pot plant form of Kaori, who's been a pot plant for some time after a little wild magic accident, and a whole bunch of arcane stuff went wrong at the same time, and the world exploded. Specifically, how it exploded, it brought forward a bunch of characters from an entirely different campaign. You might have heard of it. It's called Echoes of Divinity. It's run over on the Hexes and Vexes channel.
Sounds made up.
Does sound made up.
It
Never heard
absolutely sounds made up. During their little visitation, the fortress that the party here had been guests in essentially collapsed in on itself. Raw magical power splitting the earth below it, and
Yeah, sorry about that.
starting to drag it down. So large portions of this building have now collapsed into rubble. Very quickly, the members of the Carillion that call this place their home and workplace set up a couple of little triage tents outside of the building. There's a medical tent operating, some food ready to roll in a little leadership area run by a werebear, where Vermilion's mother, Selethra, has also been going back and forth from. The guests of the world of Sonder were drawn back by a arcane implosion, hopefully to their own world, because who knows when that shit might spit them out. I guess that could be fun.
Thought about that too.
Yeah. Leaving Malia and Vermilion standing with Selethra. Tremont Benedict helping out in the medical tent. Tremont is a bounty
that
hunter
guy.
who's taken an interest in Malia somewhat, and
he's a little bitch.
Vermilion very briefly tried to pretend to be dead to avoid having a conversation with his mother. Meanwhile, Tiny Wing, the world around you, or more accurately, this pathway in this library portal between places implodes. As this arcane creature runs past you, barreling past, and you find yourself being drawn. At first, it seems just to a point in the distance, perhaps, that this portal had intended to, and you are surprised to see that it's familiar to you. The library to which it seemed as though you were initially going to travel is itself also in ruins, as you watch, listen, and turn back to see the library that you've just left from erupt in arcane power, books and pages and scrolls blown everywhere. A small handful of figures coagulate in this portal and also are whipped back behind you in that direction. You, however, hurtle towards an unlit, very old library in what looks to be a large cave system initially, and maybe with a feeling of familiarity realize that this is where you met your first friend, or rather where your first friend lived for a time while you learned about the world. Just before you reach that point, you feel as though frail wings of shadow envelop you, and your directionality shifts. Instead of moving towards this portal, it feels suddenly as though you are moving within yourself. It's as though your reality turns inside out. Every fiber of your tiny little being stretched to first encompass a vast knowledge and understanding of just how large the cosmos is that surrounds you, and then folded in on itself to occupy the most infinitesimal specks. And you find yourself with a very distinct and clear crack that could be an echo of things happening in the material realm that you left. It could be some arcane rubber banding of the multiverse itself as it spits you out. You find yourself standing before the figure of a incredibly large, desiccated, black-winged dragon with a single glowing green eye. And he cranes his face down to you. Welcome, little friend. But how is it that you have come to me here? And I'll get you to do a perception check for me at this stage, please, as you establish exactly what and where here might actually be.
I just realized that all of these D20s betrayed me yesterday, so I don't know which one I want to roll. It is still betraying me. That is shit. What was it? Perception?
Yes, thank you.
That's an 8.
Okay, excellent. Where you are exactly doesn't seem particularly familiar to you. What you do notice, without any great difficulty, is a stark grey sky above a darker grey landscape. Off in the distance, you can see what you think looks to be a long, winding grey road cutting through this landscape, and thousands upon thousands of figures slowly walking on it. Your friend, however, does not walk that road and sits somewhat away from it. You have been placed up against what look to be kind of very sharp, black, craggy rocks. And he sits after having greeted you in shadow, seemingly happy to see you, but concerned.
Right, he looks happy, doesn't usually. I was in a library. I could find what I needed with thought, and then something happened. There was magic and an explosion, and I'm here. Where is here?
This place as the shadow fell. It is no place for you.
Why are you here?
I hunt. I guard against the return of the Red Hand of Heaven.
Does it have a different
Also
name?
me.
They were once called the Blood Prince. They plan to return to your realm. I set myself against them eons ago. And he whips around, and for such a large creature, it's incredible how quickly he moves, but he does. And I'll have you roll an insight check for me, please.
None of these dice are rolling over 10. I'm going to need new ones.
Eat them.
That was also just a 10.
Excellent.
Mm.
The behavior seems erratic, but you don't draw anything more from it than that. It's certainly not a way that you've seen him behave in the time that you've spent with him before.
Do you think that there's a reason that the magic spat me out here?
My gift, most likely. And he indicates with his head to the small gem around your neck that he gifted you some time ago now. It may have drawn you to me, and this will not do. If the Red Hand returns, and if I cannot prevent him from claiming his throne in the world, from bringing the Court of Blood then you may be in very real danger.
It seems to be the story of the world since I left you.
And how have you found the world, little one?
Oh, interesting. There's so much to learn, and the people are interesting and fun. There's some really fun people that I met. I don't know. I don't think that's why you sent me there, but that's what I found. And I found, I'm trying not to mess up names, which is why I'm currently flicking through my book, which is also very in character. I found your friend. I'm assuming you got all of my stories that I sent you.
Of course.
There's the names. There's one of them. And then he sent us to do more work. So, yeah. And I just met Vermilion's mum. Oh my god.
And do these meetings give you joy? Tell me something of joy, of light. This place thins me.
My friends that I have met, they would be my light. They look after me. They make sure that I am not getting into trouble like you told me. They've helped me to be brave. And they've shown me different things, new things, things that I only read about in books. I think you'd like them. I have no idea if that cat meow is coming through or not, but he's adding to it.
I cannot hear it.
Good.
But interestingly, there is a small herd of ghost-like felines that pass kind of between you and Maragorn, who once was Belcarith, and his gaze follows them suspiciously for a brief time. And for a moment, it's almost as though he's forgotten that you're there. And then he comes back to you. And the conversation seems to have not relaxed him, but there's definitely an ease of attention in his body that you'd seen. The Red Hand is my duty. As Yalkafir's persistence in your realm is his, you should not be so burdened.
And yet somehow I keep running into all of this stuff.
There are arguments amongst the mystics of my kind that destiny cannot be escaped. Perhaps you are fated for such destiny.
Yes, speaking of, what's all the Amethyst Queen nonsense I keep hearing about?
And there's a shudder that goes through his body when you mention the Amethyst Queen. And allow me to roll for him real quick. Yeah. Destiny, perhaps, is not without a certain sense of irony. The Amethyst Queen was fooled long ago, well before I had this form, in a place that no longer exists, by none other than my quarry. Her name
How that happened?
Her name was sullied, but it was he who whispered in her ear and turned her against her people. It was the red hand that sundered the seals below her throne.
It doesn't seem like anybody else knows this, though. They all seem to talk about the court and how it was their fault and they're the bad people.
History is often written by those who survive, or the mad. Stories change over time. Villains and heroes, if they existed at all, are the products of those who tell those stories.
Should I keep reading the stories?
You're on camera.
Okay.
Hi, people.
Mhm.
You're not muted. Hi, Ben.
Also not muted. Good grief. Carry on.
As you were.
Indeed. You should always continue to learn new stories, but more importantly, be sure that your own is written in your own hand.
It is. You get chunks of it, like, all the time. Have fun with that.
It's done me well to see you, little friend.
You're going to send me back, aren't you?
And at this time, he looks up at a eclipsed moon that hangs in the grey sky of the Shadowfell. If the moon falls red, and you're in this place, I cannot guarantee that I can keep you safe. I cannot guarantee that I will want to. So yes, I will send you back. Your messages keep me connected to those things that are important outside of here. Please do not stop.
Oh, I would never.
If I lose myself in this place, I will do nothing to prevent the Red Hand's return. If the Blood Prince walks, he will drain my kind, yours, and drink the blood of every living thing until all the waking world is nothing but a desiccated husk. And he seems to be slowly filling with rage as he continues to talk about this guy, and raises himself up, spreads his wings, not unlike your own in a certain form, and beats them once. And you feel around you a rush of stale, haunted air as he folds his wings around you, and you are once again thrust and tumbling through the place, between places, and you find yourself ejected back in the library of the Fortress of the Carillion. Much of the roof in this room has fallen in on itself. There's a small fire slowly burning down to embers. There are trails of blood leading out, past and through where you know the entrance to this place to be, and no one here to speak of that you can see. Get you to make for me. I'm gonna get you to do 2 checks. You're gonna do a dexterity check and a strength check for me.
The dex check is a dirty 20. And the strength check is 12.
Okay, excellent. As small as you are able to nimbly make your way through parts of the now ruins of this place more than someone of a larger size would be able to. The door itself is accessible to you, and with a bit of a struggle, you're able to move some timbers and large chunks of stone. Well, not large chunks of stone. Fairy-sized chunks of stone.
They're large to me.
That's right, out of the way. But it's mostly your ability to scramble around and through and into the smaller places that allows you to exit the library. You can hear in seemingly almost every direction assorted shouting. Some of the voices you recognize from your wanderings here over the last day. What you don't hear immediately is the voices of any of your friends.
I am immediately going to fly up and look around to see if I can see them, and if not, I will go looking for anybody I have seen or talked to previously while here, just to find out what's going on.
Excellent. We'll leave Tiny Wing searching the interior of the building for a little bit. Vermilion and Malia,
Oh boy!
your visitors have popped out of existence as suddenly as they popped in.
Oh man, that guy owes me 5 gold.
What the fuck just happened?
I assume it's because I've recently acquired the power of all the gods combined.
That weirdly would add up for you, I think.
Yep. Business as usual.
Could you not pretend to die in front of me ever again without warning?
Nope.
Nope, you won't do it? Or nope, you can't promise?
Nope, can't promise that. Especially if I need it to be believable.
Well, don't.
Should we come up with some kind of like code word?
I fear any word you're about to say. But okay.
We could make the code word milk. Like, oh no, I need a glass of milk. And then I cast feign death on myself again.
Again?
Yeah.
Fuck! I can't lift you. Just nudge it Vermilion with my foot.
And then I just fall in a heap. as per the feign death spell.
Yeah, which I'm looking at again. You fucking idiot.
It's an hour. It's an hour of dead.
Correct.
Correct.
Is Selethkra anywhere nearby?
Yeah. So Selethkra and the werebear in plate armor are both standing nearby. Selethkra this time just kind of rolls her eyes truly so far
Can
into
you
the
do
back of her
something
head.
about this, please?
Well, I can. The question is, do I want to?
If
Well-
Vermilion had been conscious, it would have been like, oh no, it's way too late for that.
Well, the alternative is that you leave him there, and he's in the way of all of your people trying to clean shit up.
He's so in the way.
Uh, she kind of
Because I can't lift him.
He looks kind of between where he's fallen and the fair distance away where all of the actual hubbub is taking place, and gives you a fairly doubtful kind of look. Meanwhile, separately to this conversation entirely, the large plate-mailed werebear lifts Vermilion's body with zero effort required at all by his torso and just starts kind of shaking him.
No, don't do that.
What is wrong?
He's fake dead.
Why is green hair man fake dead?
To prove a point or be funny.
She looks to Selethkra. Ah, this one is your son. And Selethkra nods slowly, painfully, at the werebear.
If you're not gonna do anything, can you at least, like, I don't know, put him in the medical tent or something? Maybe they'll do something.
They're taking up a valuable hospital bed from someone else.
There are people with actual
Hmm.
medical needs making use of that place right now.
Well, your son's dead. So,
Mostly dead.
Very well. And she will cast a spell magic, removing the effect of feign death.
Vermilion
Oh!
held by a web.
Whoa.
Still.
Who immediately
Puppies.
drops Vermilion onto the ground.
Oh! Ow!
Is alive.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Vermilion, I'll get you to roll a history check for me, please.
God. Making me roll.
Making
In
you
Pride Month.
facilitate the law of my world as per fucking usual.
History, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's an 18 on the dice. Plus 6 is 24.
Excellent. You recognize this figure. You don't necessarily know them super well personally, but you are well educated enough to know that this is in fact a matriarch of the Carillion, one of those who leads an entire chapter. This is Stellene Gravelpaw, who is in fact a werebear from the very distant north, beyond Caldara itself. There is a vast forest that you especially have a particular academic, if not actual, interest in, that you know is the home of a number of were creatures that have managed to fairly effectively remain free of any kind of demonic influence from, in their position, the demonic activity to the south east of them. And Stellene is from that part of the world, and joined the Carillion to run effectively one of the chapters, specifically the chapter that specializes in housing, moving, finding, collecting, and in some cases destroying artifacts of great arcane power, which are of particular interest to the Carillion in their fight against that demonic influence in Caldara.
You must be Stellene. It's nice to meet you in the flesh. For whatever.
I am. It's good to meet you. Your mother has been very helpful
That sounds
really?
that sounds abrasively like her.
You should talk to her more. I hear you are a very bad son.
Oh, I'm bad. I'm bad at a lot of things.
Not rope inspecting.
That's true. I do inspect me a rope good.
Selethgra.
Or Law and Order.
Dun dun.
Dun dun. Selethgra interjects at that and points out to Stelline. Unnecessary, Stelline, but thank you. Speaking of artifacts, I don't suppose the two of you feel healthy enough to assist with clearing some of the debris so that we can get into some of the more protected spaces of this place and clear it out.
I don't
Well,
know. I'm feeling under 50% right now, you know?
I was dead twice,
Indeed.
but I could probably help. I mean, I did cause all of this with my awesome cosmic power of the gods.
On the matter of a cause, we're also searching for your friends, should you wish to assist. We have people down there, you have people down there. The time now is for rescue.
Well, wouldn't it have been nice if you just didn't lock some of them up, you know?
I'm led to believe, if you're talking about the tiefling, that they made something of a nuisance of themselves.
I mean, yeah, actions and consequence, but also, you know, if this place was so fragile.
This place has stood for nearly 900 years. It is not fragile.
I look at all of the debris.
And literally, as she says that, another tear erupts in the ground below the building, and it again kind of sinks and shifts lower again. Tiny Wing, roll a dexterity save for me, please. As inside the building, it shifts around you, sending masonry and timber falling in your direction and every direction.
18.
Excellent. Very easily managed to dodge out of the way of this debris as it falls. You haven't been successful in finding anyone. You can definitely hear voices. The voices are very muffled and at some distance, and it sounds very much like people working above you and around you, presumably trying to make their way back into this building in some capacity.
Can I move towards the sound?
You absolutely can.
And not that I'm very loud, but she'll start saying, "Hello, I'm in here. Hello." It's to try and get some help with these big rocks.
Excellent. You can make a strength check to see what you can do about shifting them from your side, if you like.
3 inches tall. How can I do anything?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4. I'm not doing anything.
More or less. So the main exit that you found yourself just on the other side of a collapsed section of wall from is very thickly blocked at the moment. They do hear you and shout back in return and tell you to stay calm, try not to dislodge any debris, and that they're working their way to you. And one of them kind of yells out, "Have you found anyone else inside?
No.
We've got people down there. If it's safe, can you try and bring them to where you are?"
I'm 3 inches tall. I'm not carrying anyone.
I didn't mean carry necessarily. I just thought if they're a bit confused down there and try to go in a different direction, maybe you could lead them here, because if we're close enough to be able to hear each other.
Oh, okay. She'll go. She'll go start looking.
Excellent. I'll get you to roll an investigation check for me, please.
No, my dice hate me. It's 5.
Excellent.
Someone's touched my dice.
It's John.
John, stay away from the die.
You need to pickle them.
Yeah,
No.
cleanse them, put them in the moonlight,
That's right. Bathe them.
do a dance around them.
We'll
Set,
give it a go.
set them on fire real quick.
I washed my dice the other day.
You did. I watched it happen. You are unsuccessful in finding anyone down here. You hear the odd voice and kind of make your way through what is now an almost unrecognizable kind of areas with various walls and roofs, and in some cases sections of floor cracked, collapsed, and fallen in on itself. But in that time, you're unable to find your way to anyone. Vermilion and Malia.
Uh-huh.
The werebear, Stelline, kind of looks you both up and down. Get you both roll an insight check for me.
Whoa. My insight's gone up since the level up.
Insight.
What does a natural 20 for a total of 30 get me?
Yowzers! Vermilion.
What does a 23 get?
The both of you,
Or a natural 23?
and she looks the both of you up and down, and then kind of having ascertained that you're not in any kind of danger, she heads back to her people.
Excuse
immediately
me,
put myself
I'm
in
very
danger.
hurt.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm on 30 out of 66 hit points.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, would you like me to get that for you?
Yeah, I'll let that run out before she finishes then. So Vermilion is offering to assist.
Oh yeah, I'm hurt. My bones hurt.
Well, I don't know anything about bones, as I'm not an orthopedic surgeon, but I cast Cure Wounds.
Good.
1d8 plus 5, baby. You
Are you rolling or am I?
can roll. You're the one getting it. Oh, sorry, 2d8 plus 5. I beg your pardon. I'll cast it
Okay,
at second
well, I'm
level.
gonna roll my Alan Graham D8. 14 points. Excellent. Slightly better.
Still
Right,
in,
now that's fixed her completely. We can move on.
could still in need of medical attention better, or you're genuinely
mean-
looking healthy?
I'm at 44 out of 66.
Yeah. Look, everyone looks a little bit trashed.
Yeah, but I'm important, you know?
Okay, cool. So with those insight checks, specifically to the attitude, I guess, about the suggestion that you could help, it's very clear to the both of you. She's not mad, she's just disappointed. And she will,
Welcome to my life.
I don't want to say saunter, she's a werebear. She will stride purposefully and heavily over to a patch of rubble that a team are trying to clear to get into one of the entrances to this fortress and start assisting. And she does so very capably, just lifting giant fucking sections of masonry and turfing them away. Selethgra, on the other hand, Miss Redwood. Sorry, Malia.
Took you long enough.
You look injured. Perhaps you might avail yourself of the medical tent.
Mm. Maybe. Oh, are you asking me to leave so that you two can have a conversation?
Entirely necessary. I'm merely concerned that you don't look very well, and we have facilities here to assist with that.
Yeah,
Can I roll-
you need some blood?
I walk away very quickly. towards the medical tent.
Having very recently sated your hunger, that has no specific effect on you at the mention
No,
of it.
it's more that he just said it in front of Selethkra.
Good. I think
I choose not to address that in front of her. I
Ooh.
walk away very quickly.
sure. If you like, you can roll an insight check for me
Yep. Yeah, I will do that, I
on
think.
Selethkra. Vermilion, you're welcome to as well.
Insight again.
Mm-hmm.
26.
That's only an 17.
You're both aware she's missed that entirely. And Malia,
Uh-huh.
you suspect that it was the mention of a conversation with her son that might have just had her batting a little bit below average for a moment.
Yeah, cool. That's
She's-
fine.
She's otherwise been incredibly perceptive.
I am not turning around to look back at her again. I'm just beelining away, leaving, hopefully, the two of them together.
Excellent. And they are left together.
Well, I should probably go help or something.
Before you do,
Nope.
are you all right,
Nope.
Vermilion?
Physically okay, psychologically unwell. Thanks for asking.
Psychologically unwell is kind of runs in the family. But as long as you are, in fact, physically okay.
I think so. 1, 2, 3. I'm just counting my limbs. Yep, all present and accounted for.
Very good. We should talk later.
Yeah, I'll give you a call and something. I don't know.
Before you leave. Understand, I can be
Abrasive, cruel, mean, boring,
possessive of high expectations.
or that, sure.
But I hear that you may not have only met, but perhaps exceeded some of those expectations in your more recent exploits.
I feel like that's unlikely, but sure.
But first, and very quickly, what happened to the Owlin?
He flew away. I lost him. Sorry about that. Perhaps if the divine forces that seem to have it out for specifically me and no one else hadn't put a giant crocodile in the river exactly where I was going, I would have been fine and he would still be here. But no, he got away. The end.
He hardens, and I'll get you to roll an insight check.
As did half the audience. Insight. Wow, rolling a lot of insight. 13 plus 5, 18 this time.
You are relatively confident that she absolutely knows that you're lying. Remember that wisdom save that you failed a little while ago while you were discussing the events of Willet Wedgwood?
No.
Yeah. So while you were spilling your guts to, I think it was Tinywing and Malia, about what had happened with Willet and letting him go, you failed a wisdom check, I think just before that, in fact.
I don't remember that, but sure. Feels like you're making this up.
No.
As the vindictive little shit that you are.
No, and it occurs to Vermilion that I feel like you would have failed that same check a number of times before it. In some cases, passed it. I think you'll be very familiar with the fact that she was, in fact, scrying on you at the time.
I hate it when she does that.
Fair. It's a devastating intrusion on privacy. It's very rude.
Yeah.
She doesn't respond, but the look that she gives you makes it very clear that she knows that you're lying.
Then why ask the question?
And again, not mad, just disappointed. No, incorrect. Unlike Stelline, mad and disappointed is the vibe that she gives. That you've not been truthful with her.
Anyway, escaped islands aside, I should probably go and at least attempt to help. I'm sure I could tie some rope or something. And I'm gonna go wander off. And can I use can I use bear with me? Actually, no, the bear's not with me. The bear's over the rubble. Can
Sauntered.
I use stone shape
Strided.
to help shift some of the rubble?
Sorry, which spell?
Stone shape.
Yes, you can. I'll have you read out for me, please, though, the description of stone shape while I
Sure.
figure some stuff out here.
So it's you touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into a shape that suits your purpose. So, for example, you could shape a large rock into a weapon idol or coffer, or make a small passage through a wall, as long as it's less than 5 feet thick. You can also shape a stone door or its frame to seal the door shut, etc., etc.
Yeah,
The
brilliant.
object you create can have up to 2 hinges and a latch.
I feel like it would be very vermilion to specifically just make a bunch of doors
Yeah,
into this stone.
they're all closed and latched.
Yeah. Absolutely. You join one of the teams working on removing debris, and
I don't remember there being cheese.
there's heaps. There's an entire room dedicated to cheese. Malia,
Hello.
you head into the medical tent that's been set up. The vast array of folk who have made it out of the building, who needed assistance, have been dealt with at this stage. There's maybe 3 or 4 kind of in here when you wander in.
Excellent.
Benedict and a couple of clerics seem to be.
Oh, because he's fucking in here, isn't he?
He absolutely is in
You're
here
a bully.
helping patch folk up, just more mundanely, not with use of magic or anything as fancy as that. There's 2 clerics in here, and they look absolutely spent after their efforts through the day so far. Benedict does not look spent, and he notices your approach. And while
I'm gonna try and ignore him.
sure, you can absolutely do that. The 2 clerics both currently have patients that they're working with. Benedict has just sent his off, and he looks up at you and taps a little chair next to him and offers
Well,
you a
I
seat.
guess I don't need medical assistance after all. Think I will be fine,
You're
actually.
welcome to wait. Or perhaps another little drink would be of assistance to you.
Or you could shut your mouth and not talk about it.
Hey, I'm not judging.
Feels very much like you're judging.
It explains a few things. I saw what I
Like
saw.
what?
How you walked out of that nest, for one.
I don't like what you're implying.
What do you think that is?
That I couldn't have done it.
Couldn't might be a bit strong. Shouldn't have. Likely. I doubt I could have walked out of there.
So do I.
It still doesn't explain how they're all dead.
I'm really strong.
And he looks at your wounds, the blood oozing from you.
You know, it helps when there's no building to fall down on you.
Well, on that note, Grum's still in there, so the quicker I can work through everyone who needs patching up in here, yourself included, the quicker I can help the team with trying to get him out.
I'll sit down.
And he has a clean bowl of water nearby and some cloths, and starts essentially wiping you down, cleaning your wounds, and bandaging you up a bit.
Do I get any fucking healing for me?
You will. You will get 10 hit points back
Whoa, that
as
was
he
so good.
tends to your wounds. It'll take a little bit of time for him to do so.
I wonder if anyone would notice if I collapsed the ruins on Grum specifically.
Rude.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do
How
it.
do
Do
you
a
know I
murder.
wasn't born this way? You don't.
You're right, I don't. More of a gut feeling when I start asking around about you, I guess. As I learned a little bit. Very little bit. You used to live very, should we say, rurally? Difficult
You can
person to get any information on.
What were you trying to find?
Just trying to learn more about the woman who cleared out a vampire nest. Wouldn't you be curious?
No. Otherwise, maybe I would have asked around about you. Didn't, by the
Okay.
way.
Kate Beckinsale?
Well, nonetheless.
You
I
should spend less time caring about people like me and more time caring about people that you're trying to hunt down.
Well, I've been doing this a while. Body's not quite what it used to be. I've softened my approach somewhat. I know my limits. There's no point spending all of this money I've made if I'm dead, right?
What are those limits?
Same as most humans, I guess.
I am human.
How does that work exactly, though?
Uh,
Okay. And if I told you that I knew of some, say, similar activity in a not too distant area from that very place, not too distant area from your home, that'd be something you might be interested in?
depends on whether this is a hypothetical or not.
Definitely not hypothetical.
Well, then, yes, you've piqued my interest.
Well, when this is all cleared up, come and talk to me. I might need a third. I don't think Grom and I should head in there alone, and to be honest,
Oh, you mean with you? Ugh.
do you think I'm just gonna hand you over a job? You'll get a cut.
I mean, you did say that you had all these limits now.
True. But I'm not dead.
Plus, it's not just me. I've got friends.
Are they competent?
They're alive after this. Guys, I'm trying to have you back.
Oh dear.
Yes, they are
Outstanding.
incredibly competent, strong, smart, have less limitations.
It's gonna make a hell of a clip, I'll tell you.
Look, you're happy to bring them along, but I'll point out you'd have to split your cut with them. I only intended to bring on a third.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? If you're only putting in, whatever percentage of effort you have left in that frail body of yours, we're putting in more of the effort. So I feel like an even cut for all is the way to go.
I'll point out to start, I don't think this is a smash and grab situation. This is more of a, say, an information gathering exercise to begin with.
Well, then they're even more useful.
I'll take your word for it.
You don't need to. You just ask around. If you're so good at it.
I might just do that. Now, if you don't mind, it looks like I have one more patient before I can get out there and help.
Next time you have questions, why don't you just ask me for the record instead of asking around? Might be easier.
I suspect that to be untrue. You're not particularly forthcoming.
Well, you're not particularly forthcoming on why you want these answers. I don't believe that it's just curiosity. And if it's not, I'd like to know why.
I needed to know if I had to include you in my investigation, or if you were worth bringing into the investigation.
So if you knew, why didn't you just say?
I didn't know for sure. I always
How did
prefer a hands-on assessment.
How'd you know it all?
Word gets around. I'm very well connected, mostly by accident, but true nonetheless.
I'd like to know your source
Hey, Chip.
in case I need to tell them to keep their mouth shut.
That's very fair. And he'll give you the names of two organizations in particular. One that operates out of Estebar, the capital city of Sonda, and one a little south of there. That were both happy to give him information about the young woman who walked seemingly unharmed out of a vampire's nest in her early bounty hunting career.
Good.
Brilliant.
Then I will stand and leave.
Good. To where specifically?
I would be going to find Vermilion,
Mhm.
and if Vermilion is now helping, I would be beginning to search for our companions.
Excellent. So with Vermilion and Malia working the debris to get into the ruins of this fortress, and with Tiny Wing frantically flitting about within the ruins themselves, trying to find anyone to take to that exit. We're gonna take a little break there.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
Have a Kit Kat.
be
Go
cool.
piss, girl.
Correct. Do that. Do any of the things that you need to refresh and revive your heart, soul, and mind.
Drink all of the blood.
Drink some blood if you like. You can totally do that.
Oh, okay.
Good. Be back.
Okay, Ani.
now. Hey, we're back.
Promethean bullies us, guys,
Hey,
off screen.
welcome back to the Law Rights, the place where we admit that Queen of the Damned was the best movie adaptation of an Anne Rice book ever.
And all of that opinion is that of Prometheans and Prometheans alone.
Correct. I'm a little ambivalent to it, but Pro really loves Queen of the Damned, the movie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
He would not shut up about it during
It's
the
true.
fight.
That's true.
And then when we tried to, he yelled at us and told us he would throw rocks at us.
Yeah.
in Sword of the Skulls, it's so weird that an entire section of the fortress falls on Vermilion, killing him instantly. Oh,
Again, see how only NVC got in trouble for that? Damn.
I can make your life miserable in other ways.
Imagine getting in trouble for expressing true and correct facts.
Yeah, right.
Fucking hell. Hey, hi, we're back. We're gonna play some more D&D. Tiny Wing is currently trapped inside a crumbling fucking maze.
Not
As
for long.
a building falls down around her head,
The question, of course, is where did all this corn come from?
right? Malia and Vermilion have both lent themselves towards rescue efforts of those still trapped within the building, currently trying to open up one of the entrances to this fortress to let anyone that they can find inside out. Vermilion very cleverly making use of some fancy spell work to make life easier, assisted by a large werebear woman who runs this particular chapter of the Carillion, just absolutely fucking yeeting large chunks of masonry and assorted fallen building out of the way. Tiny Wing, as you scramble your way through this maze of collapsed corridors and missing chunks of floor, very helpfully being able to fly over most of the perils in doing so, or squeeze your way in through small gaps, allowing you through areas. I'll get you to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
What? I got to scroll up. Hang on. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. In this particular section that you find yourself in, a large portion of the roof kind of falls as you roll through it. You very successfully navigate yourself through that, avoiding harm entirely. And now that I say that, yes, I do bully my other players more. Based on what happened to them when they had to try and get out. This is fine. What you find, you squeeze through a narrow gap in some fallen masonry and find yourself in a corridor that you think you're familiar with that leads to the holding area where your friends had been. And it occurs to you, as far as you are aware, that Lilith was still in that area when you headed off into the library. The door to that specific room, you can see, appears to be closed at the moment.
I don't think I can open a big people door. Are there any gaps I can shimmy on through?
There's enough kind of cracks and holes in the masonry that, yeah, you can, if you do a little investigation check for me.
No. Just a 3.
Okay. Look, what will happen is you'll... Okay, do a strength check for me as well.
That's a 4.
Okay. You do find a way into this room through some cracked masonry, but what will happen is that you are going to take... Oh, God, you're lucky. 5, say, piercing damage as you work your way through a particularly small kind of crack that does, in fact, allow you into that room. And for a moment, you think you might actually become stuck in that crack and you can't kind of move, and you sort of reach out into the room. And as you do, you hear something. Now, I'm going to have to get you to listen to the stream, Saz. if that's doable, because it didn't occur to me to be smarter than I am and actually send this to you.
I can
There's
hear
still
it.
time.
Okay, got it. Just give me a thumbs up when you've got it. Good. Okay. You hear a little something in your mind.
Tiny Wing will hear a voice in the back of her head. Sorry, Fairy. I've had quite enough near-death experiences for one lifetime. Keep the bag. Might be useful. Don't let the damned monkey near it. The sending ends, and Lilith does not elaborate whether by monkey she means Zephyr or Vermilion.
And as you fall effectively into this room, you look into the holding area that Lilith had been in, and it is empty. There is a huge crack in the floor, and heading over there, absolutely no sign of her. A fully cooked and completely uneaten meal alone is in that cell. You do, however, hear a little chittering behind you, and Zephyr is dutifully waiting on a table in this room, which seems to be relatively unharmed so far by this building falling in on itself. And Zephyr seems very excited to see you. Jumping about frantically almost, and I'll get you to roll a animal handling check for me, please.
That's, oh, yep, there it is. Oh, that's not so bad. That's a 16.
Excellent. It seems as though Zephyr is trying to encourage you to follow them.
Do you want me to follow Zephyr?
And he'll scream little monkey noises at you excitedly, and start heading off to from the cells side of the room, the opposite side. There is an internal door that which is where the chefs came out to deliver the food, and he kind of jumps up and down at that door, which is just ajar, just a little bit, and opens it and kind of sits at the door frame waiting for you.
I'll follow him and I'll look into the room before I go into the room, given the state of this building.
Yeah, absolutely fair. And what you find is essentially a mess hall where breakfast was enjoyed not all that long ago. And you find about a dozen folk kind of with assorted tables set up as kind of shields for bits of falling roof. And they look up at you, first at Zephyr, and there's a couple of them that are quite clearly super pleased to see the monkey. It's become a fan favorite in this place. And then they see you.
They gave him a gun.
He took a gun, didn't give him one. And you see
Weird, because he has 6 guns now.
It's good. And with the small collection of folk, you see also Grum, the Dwergar bounty hunter that you had a couple of conversations with on the way to this building, who approaches you. I'm glad to see that you're well.
Surprisingly.
Don't suppose you've found a way out of here in your travels?
Assuming I can retrace my steps, I know where other people are. They're trying to get through.
Excellent. Well, lead the way, little friend.
Okay. First of all, do you know where all of our stuff was kept?
Oh,
My friend in the cells and stuff like that.
I do. That was in Selethka's room upstairs.
Is there any chance we could go and grab it before we go?
We can try.
I would like to try.
Very well. And
If you steal all of our stuff from me, then I'm going to be so mad at you.
he turns to kind of the group of folk in here who were very excited at the prospect of being led perhaps out of this place and become a little bit dejected as a group when it appears that they'll be waiting a bit longer. But Grum convinces them that you and he won't be long, and leads you through a series of corridors and some very slightly remaining stairs up to the room that Solethgra had been staying in. And underneath a writing desk in that room is a large chest, the very same chest in which Salazar's sword had been stored. And Grum pulls that out, and sure enough, there is all of your things.
To make it easier, could I stick everybody's stuff into, because I know Lilith had a bag of holding,
Mhm.
stick it all in the bag of holding to make life easier. And because this bag is going to be 1,000,000 times larger than me, I'm going to very politely ask Grum if he could carry it until we catch up with my other friends.
Absolutely, and Grum is more than happy to do so. And heading back down, I'll get you to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
13.
A 19 for Grum. 13?
Told you these dice are cursed today.
Yeah. Oh, you can take 5 bludgeoning damage as assorted stuff falls below and above and beside you, making your way through this place. But you retrieve the remaining folk from the mess hall, and I'll get you to roll let's make it a survival check.
That would be an 18.
Excellent. Very easily navigate your way through this place and to the area that is being dug out from the other side at the moment. And as a group, these folks start shifting rocks from their side. Malia, Vermilion, your rescue team above do the same from the exterior. And within about 20 minutes or so, the two groups do meet and are rejoined.
Yay!
And there is, in fact, much celebration.
Hooray! I killed them.
One of the folk who emerges from within the building, from the mess hall, has a large set of rolls of toilet paper, and is kind of holding their gut, really not looking too great, and immediately dashes off towards the river, apparently having dipped into some of the food that had been compromised by Vermilion the night before.
Zephyr.
Mm.
As far as anyone else knows.
But Tinywing, you are reunited with Vermilion and Malia as you emerge from the ruins of this building.
She will go up to each of them in turn, like nose height, and just stare at them and just be like, "You're okay?
Who are you going to first?
You first.
Pick.
You first."
Hey, I'm great now. I definitely got beat about by this building for a little bit, but I'm good. You okay?
I'm good, but Lilith's gone.
Like dead or
No,
left?
she's gone. Grum has her bag. Vermilion, could you carry the bag for a little bit for me? I can't carry it. It's so much bigger than me.
Sure, I can carry the bag. I'm good at carrying
Oh.
stuff.
All your stuff was in there. We got it out of your mum's
Wait, you
room
got
before-
our stuff?
I got your stuff. It's all in the bag.
Woohoo! Vermilion dives into the bag.
Like,
I might have
wait,
made
you
a-
jump inside the bag?
Yeah.
I might have made a bad decision here.
Excellent.
It's like a Mary Poppins thing where his like entire front half of him has disappeared inside the bag to rummage around in it.
Malia looks incredibly impatient while she waits for Vermilion to finish going through the bag.
Mm-hmm. How long are you going to spend in this bag, Vermilion?
Several hours.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw, you say?
Huh?
17 on the dice, and I get to add +2, so that's a 19.
Okay, good. You. What's your Constitution modifier?
Modifier,
Yeah.
+2.
Okay. Approximately 5 minutes in.
Great.
It's not an immediate problem just yet. But you notice that there is no air in this bag. And then you might have to fucking take your head out of it at some point.
Yeah, maybe. Or I could just keep going until I fall unconscious, and then I won't have to talk to my mother.
Okay, if he's taking too long, I'm yanking him out of the bag.
Good.
And I will immediately gather my daggers,
Mm-hmm.
and my belongings, and very specifically rifle through it frantically until I find the fucking ledger with my parents' names on it to make sure
Excellent.
it's not gone missing.
Good.
Bad news, there isn't a rifle in here.
No, Zephyr's got it.
Correct.
Yeah, the monkey emerges with a rifle strapped to his back. No, what does occur though, so the good thing about a bag of holding is you don't really need to spend time kind of searching through it, reaching in what it is that you were looking for.
But wouldn't my bag be inside the bag?
Yeah.
So it's more that I pull the bag out and then I go through my bag.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Just in case they searched our shit and took things away.
interesting. Good. Yes, you obtain all of those things, unless, Verlian, what do you come out of the bag holding? What do you come out of the bag of holding?
I've
Wow,
been given
what
the
a
list of
sentence.
stuff as well.
Thanks. I feel like there was some dust of disappearance in here.
Correct.
It was.
Yeah, that's what I would like.
Oh,
Once
you
again,
fucking
I am once
arsehole.
again trying to avoid having a conversation with my own mother.
You successfully retrieve the dust of disappearance. 2 little pouches, in fact. Of
I will add that to my notes.
That
2 dust of
particular item.
disappearance.
Tiny Wing, I assume you will have retrieved your gear. Also, is there anything else that Tiny Wing would like to retrieve from the bag at this
Not
stage?
from the bag specifically, no. But if there is a way for her to spend some time with the bag to make it small enough for her to actually carry it, she would like to do that when we have the time.
That is absolutely doable. The vibe around this place at the moment is mostly just going back into triage and kind of medical activities for those that have been pulled out. So those that require healing are given some medical attention. There's over in the leadership tent where the Werebear and Selethgra are. Grum heads over in that direction as well. There's a bit of conversation. It seems like the next team is being put together to head back in and do some retrieval of items of importance to the Krillin itself. But beyond that, there'll be plenty of time to kind of sit around, have a bit of a rest, and figure out how this bag of holding works, at which point it will resize itself to your dimensions, Tiny Wing. Zephyr kind of runs around a little while until he finds a potted plant floating around in the middle of a living spell that is kind of ashamedly just lurking a little distance off. And Zephyr kind of looks around this thing, notices that the potted plant is still kind of floating within it. And then straightens up a bit and seems to have made it his business to just make sure that the potted plant is being looked after whilst being carried around in this arcane little creature.
Oh, look at him. Someone get that monkey a gun.
Benedict is not very far away when you say this. Do not let the monkey touch my guns.
Very quietly, I'll say to Vermilion,
Mm-hmm.
we might actually be able to make that happen. I had a very interesting conversation with old mate over there.
Yeah, was the
Uh,
conversation here? Have my guns?
no, but
Oh,
we can try and do some bargaining. There's a job he has.
what kind of job?
Uh, I think we'd need to iron out the details a little bit more, but very similar to a job I had quite some time ago.
Is it dangerous?
Absolutely.
Will it take
Terribly
us?
so.
Will it take us more than 10 leagues away from my mother?
Yes.
Perfect, let's do it.
Okay. Hold on. It's not that easy.
What do you mean?
You should talk to your mother first.
Yeah, look, I should do a lot of things. Be more responsible,
Also,
for one.
first of all, Tiny, very
Oh.
glad that you're okay. Thank you for getting our stuff out. Do you need any assistance? Are you in pain?
You're still in one piece?
I'm still in one piece. I'm okay. I'll
Great.
be all right.
Okay. I'm not very tall, but like you could probably ride on Vermilion's shoulder if you wanted to.
Only if he's okay with it.
If it makes you feel better.
It makes it easier to keep up with everyone.
I would like to point out, though, that you will need to be ready to alight at any given moment because I have a tendency to A, die, and B, turn into stuff.
It'll be fine.
Speaking of that, like fake death spell,
Yep,
like when you cast it,
yep.
oh, Tiny, we've learned this today, that Vermilion can just drop dead, basically.
Yep.
Looks dead, not breathing,
At will, canonically.
Wonderful.
quite scary. We've determined a code word. The code word is milk.
He casts feign death on his.
No!
I'm kidding.
No! When
Got
you
him.
cast that on yourself,
Yep.
Vermilion,
Yep.
what happens to you? Like, we know what happens to you externally. Internally, what happens to you?
Well, you ever been unconscious?
Vermilion, I have died.
Yeah, so basically, well, yeah, but they're different, right?
Yes, maybe. Yes.
It's like going to sleep and then waking up.
Okay, but you're not breathing, so
Yeah,
is it not like being dead?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering.
How many
If
times
you-
do you think I've died, man?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'm just wondering if you cast it on me,
Mm-hmm.
would I end up in the Shadowfell?
We can find out. You want to give it a try?
Maybe not right here in public eye.
No? Okay. Well, you want to be a
You
coward
know
about
what? Fuck it. Let's go.
it. Okay, say the word.
Milk.
Okay, I cast feign death on Malia.
I'm gonna let it happen.
Excellent.
And then absolutely fail to catch it.
Cool.
It's like, oh, I should have planned for that.
Malia falls effectively unconscious into a cataleptic state, indistinguishable from death.
But I'm not breathing, right?
To all outward inspection,
Which is fine because I don't need to breathe anyway.
true. You don't appear to be breathing to anyone observing. You fall to the ground. It is very much as Vermilion describes, though. It is very much just like falling asleep.
Fuck you, Prometheus.
Tiny, I don't know what I need to do with her because she's gonna be like this for an hour, or we can wake her up.
I can shrink her. That's about it.
We could draw a little mustache on her face.
Oh my
Can we?
god.
Probably.
How do we do that? With what?
With ink.
I rummage around in my bag for some ink.
I feel like if anyone's got ink, it's going to be you. I can't
Yeah, I've
read
got
or
ink.
write, so
I've got ink. Do I just finger paint it or do I get my quill?
Are
depends
you
on how.
telling me no one reacts to me just dropping dead?
I think at this time there's a lot of kind of.
I just came from the medical tent. They're doing a terrible job.
Well, no, you came from the rescue efforts, rather than the medical tent. And I think
Not even Slaymont Bendy Dick.
I think okay, sure, let's do this then. Truly, so few people notice, but it doesn't go unnoticed. No. And I think one of the clerics specifically will kind of rush over.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
What happened?
Oh.
Is she dead?
Nope. It's all well in hand.
She looks very dead.
Yeah, I know. That's supposed to be like that.
Good.
Most people categorically are not meant to be like that if you care about them. What happened to
How long have you been a cleric, man?
her? Years.
Okay. So you'd be familiar with the Feign Death spell.
Yes.
Great.
Oh,
That's what's happening.
You're Selethgra's son. Right.
That's right. Vermilion. V-E-R million.
Very well. I will... Why?
At this point in the background, Tiny is got the ink on the bottom of her feet and she's just walking it across to draw a little mustache.
Good.
Would you believe for the bit?
Given the snippets that I've heard about you, yeah, I think I would believe that. Very well.
It's an experiment.
Science. Now that
Yep.
I can appreciate.
That's weird because it really doesn't gel well with religion, and you're kind of a religion guy.
The two can work hand in hand if you're not an idiot.
That's very true.
I know. That's why I said it. I'll leave you to your experiment.
All right.
Perhaps you could clue me in on the results or intent one
Sure.
day. Not now.
Yep,
I
absolutely
I
not.
have work to do.
Yeah, sure. I'll call you. I'm not going to call you.
Yeah.
How'd I do?
Brilliant. Love it.
Excellent.
I did.
The ink
How
gets
did,
put
how
away.
did she do?
Performance check. Tiny Wing.
It's got a footprint mustache.
That's 18.
Beautifully crafted fake mustache. Looks natural almost. And I think it's the
Because I
specifically
use my feet.
because you used your feet. Like you've given it an actual a texture to it as a result.
Good.
And it looks like a very dashing. But look, your choice, I guess. What exact form of mustache has Tiny Wing painted on
Oh, God, I don't know.
the cataleptic Belia's face?
So you're like one of them real neat and tidy ones.
Good. Excellent. And I think over the course of that hour would be the same hour that you then apply to figuring out the bag of holding.
Does this count as a short rest?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Vermilion, what would you be doing over the course of this hour?
I would probably deposit Malia somewhere a little more comfortable than in the heap that she seems to have fallen in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would spend it pseudo helping and trying to avoid my mother.
There's definitely plenty to do. There's still teams kind of removing assorted debris, opening up the other sections. Your spellcrafting is especially appreciated because it's reforming a lot of that collapsed stone into reusable bricks and pallets. that can be very useful. And there's a small team that start putting that same strategy into effect as they do so. I'll get, over the course of this hour, I'll get Tiny Wing, I'll get you to make an intelligence check for me, please.
I really need new glasses or different dice. Intelligence check.
Mhm.
16.
Okay, 16. You heard Malia asking Vermilion about getting into the Shadowfell.
I thought it rang a bell.
You very recently in the Shadowfell yourself, and have become aware that that is where your friend currently resides. And casting your mind back to when they left, they informed you that they were going to be going somewhere on a special mission of sorts, a duty that they had. And you recall that where they did that was in those very caves that you resided in together for a time. And it occurs to you that perhaps in that area is a way into the Shadowfell. Or at the very least, that your friend might be able to tell you more about how to get there.
That part I doubt because I was told not to go there.
You were told it was dangerous, and yes, that it would be bad under certain circumstances. But nonetheless, all of those things occur to you as
I
you're
keep that to myself
meditating.
for the moment just because of where we are.
The hour passes, Tiny Wing. You have
I'd
the
like to
bag?
say-
Mhm.
sorry, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah, no, go.
As it draws towards the end of that hour, where I know Malia would be waking up, I'm going to go and perch near her feet, staring directly at her.
Excellent.
That's all. Carry on.
And you emerge from this death-like state that is not, in fact, death, with no strange perception of the traveling of soul or spirit, Malia. Back in your body, with Vermilion perched over the top of you, waiting for you to wake.
Good afternoon, my little ray of sunshine. Did it work?
Why do you keep doing this?
What, greeting you pleasantly when you awake?
Yes.
I don't know, is that called being nice?
Okay. Also,
Fuck do you
we
want
should
from me, man?
probably tell Tiny Wing about those random people that showed up from that whole other place.
Yeah, but not now.
Why?
Because I have some theories and I'd like for them not to be expressed within earshot of you know who.
Oh, your mother?
That's the one.
Oh, wait. So there are things you would like your mother to not know or be randomly exclaimed, you know, out loud?
I'm just
Yeah,
tennis
why?
matching this conversation.
Oh, I just, there are certain things that I wouldn't like to be constantly said out loud. That,
Okay, such as? If you give me a list,
Why?
perhaps I can, keep them in check.
like the blood thing,
Which one? About you needing it or consuming it or all of it?
all of that.
Okay.
And also maybe about, you know, Darkon and all of that sort of shit as well.
I feel like that's not specifically about you and is in the public domain, so I feel like I should be able to say that if I want.
My personal experiences,
Yeah?
like, don't talk about those.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. No blood, no personal experiences. About Malia. Everything else, fair game.
Within reason.
Reason is subjective.
If I hit you,
Yeah?
don't say it again.
Don't say that you hit me.
Okay. Where's Tiny Wing?
It's literally right here, just
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
you two have a conversation.
Hannah's matching the
shit.
conversation.
Jeez. Anyway, Tiny Wing. There was this group of people that appeared out of nowhere, just randomly, in the library. They were from another world entirely. They showed up, caused a ruckus, and then fucked right off.
Yep, Alice Red and Mercutio, if I remember correctly.
I got sent somewhere when the library all went crazy.
Oh, was
Oh.
it hell?
Pretty close.
Cool. What was it like?
Not nice.
Aw.
I saw my friend though.
Your friend's in hell?
He's. We talk about it when we're not here.
Oh, wow. You'd like to talk about it not here? Who would have
Yeah.
thought? Who would have could have possibly intuited that?
Listen here, you.
Yeah,
We'll talk about all of it later.
good idea.
My face
See?
is itchy.
Oh,
Ooh.
you allergic to something?
Ink.
You're allergic to ink?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I don't see any ink around here.
it's crazy. I'm really itchy.
Well,
I'm
maybe you
gonna
should go
find
to the medical
Vermilion's
tent.
mum.
Maybe you should go to the medical tent and get that seen to. You might be coming down with some kind of arcane transmitted disease.
Good.
They might have a cream for it.
When I scratch my face, is there ink on my hand?
It's got to be so dry.
It would be real dry because you were
But
down,
it's
down for
ink.
you were down for an hour.
Even dry ink, sometimes, particularly on skin, when you rub it, it transfers.
Sure.
It does. Have you ever written on your hand and then rubbed your hand?
How sweaty is Malia in this moment?
How sweaty is Malia?
Can you sweat if you're a Dampier? I don't know.
Wow, the word damp's in it, so you tell me. Or is that a different reference?
Whoa. Roll a
Probably
Damn.
not sweaty. I've been
Roll
sleeping.
Roll a damp check.
roll
I've
a
been chilling out. Is it raining?
roll for ink. It is
What am I rolling? What
A
modifier
dice,
am
you
I
fucking
using?
maniac.
it is not it is not rating at this current time. I will have you roll a perception check at disadvantage, please, Malia.
Oh, at disadvantage? Jeez. 17.
Okay.
I get a plus 10.
When your
Wow.
finger comes away from rubbing at this irritation on your face, yeah, there's a little ink smear there.
Is that ink? Guys, I'm deathly allergic. I might actually die.
Well, at least you know what it's like now.
I've already died.
Yeah, that's my
Vermilion.
point.
Start rubbing my face and
Careful, you'll spread it.
pretending to panic.
Maybe you should go to the medical tent. See your boyfriend.
Ew. He's so old. And
Oh,
also,
like the last one.
excuse me, you don't know shit about my romantic life.
It's true, I don't. That's why I have to make all these summations.
Tiny Wing, do you know how to shut Vermilion up?
I would have thought you knew how to do that better than
Nope.
I do. Then no.
And I say that with all the love in my heart.
I've said like 4 things
You've said so many more than 4.
since you woke up.
Tiny Wing, at this time, you feel a presence approach you from behind, and this little crackle of energy near your hand.
It's a monkey with a gun.
I can
Not
only hope.
again.
It is accompanied by a monkey who is not currently in possession of any firearms, but the living spell that barreled past you and set off all of this chaos is there. And in the very dim way that you can kind of perceive the magic that is its potential, it looks almost apologetic as it kind of sits there, just near you.
This is the thing I touched last time, isn't it?
Mm.
This is just a thing that Tiny is aware of.
No, it's currently got a potted plant in the middle of it.
Oh, right, that's the
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, gotcha.
And you, particularly Vermilion, would be able to kind of see the weave kind of bundled together and recognize it as a living spell, which you would be aware, and I think Tiny Wing, you may have read in the older library from your first home about these things, which are essentially spells sometimes cast, sometimes naturally formed, that come together, and rather than a cast being performed and the trigger of that spell occurring, the potential for that spell itself is caught within the weave, and they gain a form of sentience over time. This little guy currently has your friend Kaori in the middle of it. This potted plant just kind of bobbing magically in the middle of a more or less invisible space. But Vermilion, you and Tiny Wing, I think you'd sense this more than be able to actually see it, can kind of see or feel like a rough, kind of like small, I think I said more like bear cub size kind of shape to it. And it's sort of sitting near you apologetically at the moment, Tiny Wing.
Are you okay? I
Uh,
don't know if you can talk, but I'm
Uh,
gonna ask anyway.
kind of sits up and the back half of it starts wagging a bit as you talk to it.
Can we take Kaori? Do you need to have Kaori, or can we take Kaori for you?
Kind of spins around and then sits and kind of lifts itself up, and the pot plant kind of is projected forward a little bit more, so it's offering you the chance to take it.
I don't have hands big enough for that.
I do. I'll take the plant.
There's a bit of resistance. It doesn't seem to be from the creature itself. It's as though the plant is just entrenched firmly in this thing, and slight resistance, but you're able to remove Kaori from the living spell.
Are you going to stay here, or are you going to go somewhere else now?
It kind of looks back towards the building, and then back to you, Kaori. Tiny Wing. And then to Kaori as a potted plant, and then back to you, Tiny Wing. And just kind of shrugs.
Do you want to come with us?
And again, its little back half will start kind of wagging.
Oh. I think I've
Do-
made a
should-
new friend.
Should we like go and find someplace a little quieter, maybe to just regroup, debrief, catch each other up, figure out?
New friend?
Yeah, yeah. What's next, I guess.
Do you think we could put him in something?
I don't know. I don't know anything about these things. Not really.
I don't know anything about magic.
Yeah, that tracks. Oh well, shall we go over there?
Is there a
the way.
relatively private place, Promethean, Law Daddy, Law Poppy, Father of Law?
Somewhere relatively replete of crocodiles this time.
Yeah, there's a road that kind of heads inland. There's a couple of small ships, so on the riverbank.
Ships in a landlocked area?
Well, yeah.
Riverboats. I forgot about the river.
It's
Sorry.
a large river, and there are a number of ships kind of on the banks of that river.
I think I would like. I think I would like look at them and say, if there's water, I'd like to like rinse all of the falling building debris off me anyway.
Very easily
A
able to
swimming
do.
party?
Okay, if that's what you would like.
I mean, our actions aren't based on solely my desires. I'm just putting the idea out there.
Malia is gonna take this as everyone agreeing and walks in that direction.
Excellent. Over to the river.
Is there a paddle boat?
We don't need a paddle boat.
I just want to know if there is one. I didn't say we
Fuck
needed
off,
it.
get your own boat.
Fuck off, get your own paddle boat.
There is absolutely a paddle boat,
Fuck
which
yeah.
looks to be set up as conveyance across the river.
Mhm.
It doesn't look particularly river worthy, but it does exist. With guide rope, there's 3 or 4 other boats of various sizes. Nothing incredibly large. A couple of very small kind of boats, presumably used to maybe do some fishing on the river, for example, and a couple of fairly decently sized sort of river barges and things that look like they're designed for a bit further travel up and down a river.
A large boat the size of a small boat.
Correct. No one appears to be guarding these. They all appear to be currently unoccupied. Presumably, the chaos at the fortress has drawn anyone who was spending their time on the boats themselves. There's a large dock in that area. Each of those boats are moored around it. And a fairly nice, quiet, private sort of place. You could hang out for a little while. The living spell bounds next to you, Tiny Wing. Follows along a couple of paces away.
I'll go make some more of my little tiny flowers with Druidcraft and sort of give them to the spell as it follows along.
Cute.
Just for shits and giggles.
Cute.
These little flowers just kind of stay within it and float around in its form for a little bit.
I
That's
ate
cool.
one of them.
Good.
They're edible.
Speaking of eating plants, you're still holding Kaori, I take it.
Yep.
In which case Zephyr will follow you, Vermilion.
Hey, little buddy. I was pretending to be you for a while. I can speak to the monkey.
You absolutely can. Did you do a good job?
I think so. I tried to get a gun, but I couldn't find one.
What's a gun?
Stick that goes boom and throws a thing out.
Loud stick. Cool.
You had one for a little while.
When?
Before, apparently.
I have lots of stuff, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
You have to be more specific.
Look, when I see one, I'll point it out to you, okay? That'll make it much easier to identify.
Cool. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
While you're holding my friend there,
Yep.
don't drop her.
Okay. Has she done this before?
That happens.
Okay. How long does it usually last?
Varies.
It's gonna be crazy when she becomes a sheep.
We got holed up for 4 weeks one time. I think they're weeks.
Yeah, that's fair. Your concept of the passage of time is probably different from ours, huh?
Probably.
Should get you a watch along with a gun. And also teach you how to tell time.
What's a watch?
It's a thing you use to tell time.
What's time?
What
Oh
we were
my
just talking
God.
about.
Cool. So don't drop her, yeah? Thank you.
Yeah. I casually do the thing where I flip it from one hand to the other. See? Perfect.
Don't do that. Hey, you can eat fruit?
Yeah. Would you like an apple?
I fucking love an apple, man.
Great. I take one apple out of my bag of infinite apples.
Infinite apples, excellent. I'm so glad that has come back. I'm so glad that you remembered that existed. Zephyr very happily starts chewing on this apple.
I need you to be aware there's truly an unlimited supply of those.
Maybe
I
more.
gave some to that dog in the swamp, remember?
Can I just grab them whenever I want, or
Um, No. But just let me know and I can give you one.
He screeches angrily in monkey. It's not like actual conveyance of
Yeah, fair enough.
anything
It's not
useful.
spacious.
It is this raw primal kind of irritation that you've said no to him. This little mumble follows. Oh, fucking got you in your sleep.
You can try. So just remember who has the plant, and I spin it on my finger like a basketball is spinning a basketball.
Give me a dex check.
Just straight dex.
Uh,
Natural 20, fuck you.
yeah. Good.
Which for reference, like just becomes a 23.
Excellent. You don't drop the potted plant.
Mhm.
But Zephyr is quite obviously agitated. Narrows his eyes a little bit while still munching on this apple, staring daggers into your soul while still enjoying this delicious sweet fruit that you've gifted
Vermilion
him.
makes a note for later to put a sedative in the apple.
Excellent.
And
And
add a monkey tranquilizer.
Jeez.
simian sedatives. Yeah, you all make your way very easily to where all these boats are moored and find a nice little private spot. Amelia, you said you're actually going to wash off the filth of your experience.
I'm going to nonchalantly, because I don't give a fuck, strip down to my undergarments and then bathe.
Excellent. Vermilion, tiny
I
wing.
steal one of Malia's daggers.
Do I see this?
Roll a perception check.
$24.
Absolutely.
Put
You
it down.
watch Vermilion very unstealthily just approach your stuff and nonchalantly pick up one of your daggers and start spinning it around on his finger next to the
Wow,
potted
this is
plant.
sharp, huh?
Put it down.
Yeah, in a minute. You're not using
No,
it.
now.
Okay, just drop the dagger.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now bathe.
No.
Okay. Be stinky.
Thanks, I will.
Tiny wing.
Just gonna keep talking to my bear because it's cute.
Good.
And I think at some stage she will get curious enough to try and
Bathe.
pat the bear,
Mm-hmm.
despite last time.
Excellent.
Ah!
It's cute. Pat it.
Oh no.
The world turns inside out. No.
Wait, tell us everything you know and the secrets of the universe.
Nothing of significance happens. There is like the faintest crackle of magical energy that when your hand kind of, I guess, approaches its surface. Nothing more than a tickle, and certainly no interplanar consequences as a result at this stage.
I can pat you now. I couldn't pat you before, but I can pat you now.
And it kind of leans into your hand a little bit as you do this.
Holy shit, Vermilion, I can pat the bear.
Cool. Can I pet the bear?
Mm.
I try to pet the bear.
Same thing. So there's a little crackle of magical energy as you do so.
Isn't
didn't
that
blow up.
interesting?
It didn't blow up.
Speaking of interesting, Tiny, you were saying you went somewhere?
Shadowfell.
Aren't you bathing?
Huh. Yeah, but I
Hmm.
feel like we're in talking distance.
We're in talking distance. Oh my god.
Didn't you
I can do
know
both.
people can't speak when watered?
When bathing. I don't need to breathe.
Neither do I. Let's go.
Yeah. We'll speak underwater to each other. It'll be great. Wait, you went to the Shadowfell?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
My friend was there.
Your friends in the Shadowfell.
My first friend. Hmm.
What do you mean by first friend?
I
The-
don't think that's a good thing, Tiny.
The first friend I met here on this plane.
Okay, the first person you met here. The
First
first thing you
friend.
encountered.
Hmm.
Did you not have friends before that?
I was living in a jar. No.
Is this friend alive?
In a manner of speaking.
What manner would that be?
It's alive. It can talk. It can do stuff. It's alive.
Okay.
Okay, but just for example, and Vermilion will make truly the most rudimentary sock puppet. And be like, see, this can talk. Does this mean it's alive?
It's an extension of you. It's not alive.
Okay, cool. So at least we can reconcile that.
Um, when's the last time you saw this friend?
Before I came here, before like right before the orphanage.
Okay.
He's a friend of Galkafir's.
Who?
What was his human name again?
We
The guy at the orphanage.
yeah.
Oh, Valkior.
There you go.
Yeah, right. Okay. Wait a minute.
Go on.
But Valkior is the dragon man.
Mhm.
Does that mean that your friend is also a dragon man, woman, person?
Don't know about that part, but yes, dragon.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. What color?
Black?
Black dragon.
Ish.
I'm sure that's significant, but I don't know why. Oh well.
He was there. Anyway, he was I have to find my notes, hang on. Because I have no brain cell today. He was looking for the red hand or something to stop the return of the red hand. Does that mean anything to you?
Nope. Does it mean anything to me?
The Red Hand of Heaven, specifically, if
There you
Tiny
go.
wanted to recount that.
I did not write that part of the sentence down.
And they also refer to them as the Blood Prince.
Does that ring any bells?
Yeah.
Given
that I have the wisdom of truly ages.
Vermilion, with all the power of the gods at your disposal, I'll get
Thank you.
to roll a...
Wow.
Let's make this a history check.
With double advantage.
Malia, I'll get you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Huh? Why?
History 24.
Whoa, that's not good. That's an 8.
Excellent. So the first thing that will happen, Malia, a wet, muddy eye opens on your left palm.
Yep.
And you feel this. You kind of look down.
You're wet.
It stares into your eye, looking at you, just reminding you that it's there briefly.
I know it's there.
Vermilion.
Hello.
I feel like Vermilion, especially when young, definitely stole shit that they weren't meant to see, kind of
So much.
snuck into places they weren't meant to be in,
Yep, absolutely.
has absolutely consumed a bunch of truly secret and dangerous historic material from the halls of power in which both his mother and father have resided in during his childhood. One of these stories, which you remember being very harshly reprimanded after liberating a certain volume from a library in your home, spoke about the Red Hand of Heaven, a archfey who was given a task by the gods themselves. The volume itself didn't go into super specific details and made it very clear that much of the knowledge of that time was truly lost or forbidden to be spoken of by those who experienced these events. but it made it very clear that the Red Hand of Heaven brought a time of tempest and fury and bloodshed into not just the material realm, but the Feywild. And thousands upon thousands died under their blade and under their fangs.
Fangs, you say?
Indeed. Malia,
Mm.
your hunger again, instantly and angrily rises. And right now,
But I just ate.
there is only Vermilion and Tiny Wing in
I
anywhere
would
even
swallow
close
Tiny Wing.
to
So,
proximity
no.
to you.
You okay, Malia? You look like you could use some blood.
Question. Like, is this in response to the mention of this, like, group / individual / whatever?
The mention of the name, yes. And we'll have you make your, I think it's a wisdom saving throw we normally have you do.
Yeah.
Whiz.
Huh? That's a 10.
Oof. Okay. Interesting.
Finally, someone else is having bad shit happen to them.
Okay.
Or, if I may, finally.
Good. With a 10, which I think is the normal DC, so would normally
Only you would know.
meet it. Depends on circumstances. I'll leave it in your hands, Emily, as to whether Malia finds herself
I feel
overwhelmed
like 1
by
to
this
10
hunger.
was a fail and 11 to 20 was a success.
Very good. In which case, it's a fail. But you do find yourself in control of that hunger. It's not going to overwhelm you to the point where you immediately have to latch on
Yeah.
to someone.
I think what would happen, because of the aggressiveness of its approach, and being that I don't want to kill Tiny Wing, I feel like I would, like, you know, when a sibling or someone steals something of yours and you just, like, smack it out of their hand, sort of thing?
Like I imagine you'd be doing with absolutely your sock that Vermilion currently has on their hand.
That's true. I did make a sock puppet out of it.
I think what would happen is the
It's
second that I
filthy.
got asked if I was okay,
Hmm.
I would almost grab Vermilion by the throat and just
Hot.
hold him there, but not do anything. And it would be very clear that my hand is, like, shaking. I'm not trying to choke him, but I feel like it just is almost a reaction.
So,
That's it.
you need some blood?
Very slowly remove my hand from you. I don't like that. Whatever we're talking about, I don't like it.
The blood?
No.
The red hand of heaven?
I don't know. That's not happened before. Not like that.
You don't know what it is.
No.
Do
But
you know
when
what
we
it is?
started talking about it, angry, overwhelming hunger.
For blood, right?
Well, yes.
Okay, just better make sure you didn't want like a cake or something,
Okay.
which I could also make.
Not with those eggs.
I did not mean to choke you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm not into it. But a little warning next time would be good. Seriously though, I can produce truly so much blood.
Huh?
Malia, how long have we known each other?
A measure of time?
Great. And you realize that I can take the form of basically any animal. Some that have truly an immense blood volume to body ratio.
Okay.
Ergo, I can produce truly so much blood, should the need
That's
arise.
fair, and I've never thought about it like that.
So I say again, would you like some blood?
No,
Okay,
thank you.
the invitation is there if you need it.
I appreciate that.
Also, I hope you're okay with animal blood because, I mean, technically it's my blood because I'm the animal, but I don't know if it changes the antibodies or anything. If only there was
Ba-
some divine voice that could tell me.
If only.
Back to what you were talking about.
Yeah, you were talking about the red hand of heaven.
Apparently, it's really bad. It's really evil, and it will. I don't know. He said something about it draining everything to a husk.
I know
don't-
some things about it, mostly forbidden things.
It's just knowledge. Knowledge is knowledge.
Tell that to my mother.
I'm
So-
Lieutenant. No.
Wait, this was discussed in the Shadowfell.
With your friend.
Mhm.
What's your friend's name again? Did you say that? I don't remember.
I don't think I've told you,
Okay. What's your friend's name?
Marigorn.
You spell that?
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Marigold.
the
Sure.
insinuation is that this group is, or being, is gonna make things shit.
Mhm.
How exactly?
I assume if
Draining
they
the
were
world.
I assume if they were to return.
Yes.
So they're in the Shadowfell?
I don't know. He's there looking for him, keeping an eye out for him.
Looking for him or guarding him?
No, not guarding. I don't think.
Okay.
Okay, weird. So Shadowfell is where I got taken by Dakan as well.
Seems like everyone's favorite place lately.
Nope, I hate it.
I've
No.
never been.
Mm, That's probably a good thing.
But
Well, it just means if I go there, I won't know my way around.
if you want to go, there
Yeah?
might be a way.
Ooh, where?
How?
Where me and the dragon used to live.
Where's that? In the jar?
No, no.
Okay, so that's an option. We could go and try and figure that out.
It's not on
Okay.
this continent, though. I don't think.
Huh?
It is.
Could it be on a vowel?
It is on.
I'm bad with maps. Let's go with that.
Yeah. So it is on the southern continent. I don't think you ever learned the name of the mountain
I
ranges.
don't know the name
but
of it. No.
you'll know the direction, and you'll know that it's a vast mountain range on the western side of Sonder.
The Carpathians.
Sure.
The other thing that I started to discuss is that Tremont Benedict was discussing a job that he had
Hmm.
to take care of a similar organization to what I took out in my very early bounty hunter days, near my old home.
What kind of
Um,
organization?
Well, long ago.
Vermilion sits down cross-legged.
Tiny
like it's
follow
like
suit.
it like it's story time.
No,
Which
well,
is so
not-
it's so weird to
guys,
be it's so weird
please.
to be being told a story from someone in their underwear in the middle of a river bathing.
I think at this point, Malia would be like drying herself off and putting her clothes back on. I tried to clear out a vampire nest. Um, they're gone now. So that's good news.
Did you do that?
Yes. I
Ins-
definitely fought them.
Insight check.
Sure, go for it. Actually, I will be trying to conceal this information.
Great. Insight.
I only rolled a 13 for deception.
Well, I rolled a 16 on the dice,
uh,
and I
I think
add 5, so 21.
I feel like it would definitely feel like information is being withheld. And I think with a 21, there would be like it's not even just intentional lying, there is uncertainty to like the actual situation.
Right. So it's more like, as far as you know, yes. However,
Yeah.
hmm yeah, I've had nights like that too. Anyway.
So
So he wants us to
there,
clear out a den of vampires?
well, I was told it's not necessarily a smash and grab sort of scenario. So it could be a little deeper than that. But there might be some at least some gold in it for us or something of the like.
Do we not have enough gold?
I mean, I have a decent amount of gold. I would be personally interested in seeing what this similar situation is about though. But I'm also
Which,
invested in the Shadowfell. Like that all sounds interesting as well.
to be clear, if it takes us more than 10 leagues away from my mother, I'm in.
Which you mentioned, Vermilion, that you had a theory about these people that came from this outside world.
I did. And once again, I'd like to mention it when we're at least 10 leagues away from my mother.
Your mother is not even nearby. That's why we came over here.
Yeah. And thank goodness there's definitely no way for someone to magically check on someone else.
I mean, if that's the case, it doesn't matter where the fuck you are. Like, it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, but at least she won't be within distance to do anything about it.
If she tries to actually physically hurt you, I will defend you with force.
Oh, no, that's fine. She won't do that.
You gonna give us anything, Vermilion?
Well,
Write
what
it
is
down.
what is your understanding of the way in which our universe exists?
I look at Tiny Wing. I don't like to think about these things.
Great. Okay. Well, imagine that this world. I mean, you know about the Shadowfell, right? And you know about the Feywild, right? And how they're kind of like pseudo mirrors of this world, but different. Yeah? We all following so far? Good, great. Because trust me, it's not going to get any easier an explanation. So imagine if instead of a reflection of our world, there was another world which was effectively identical in composition, but completely different in that it was shaped by an entirely different historical events and fun. Does that make sense?
I mean,
About this much.
like what you're basically saying though is that another world exists. Like what you've said.
Yep.
Okay, that much I feel like we understood because they came from it, right?
Yeah, they did, yes. But it's different to like someone coming from the Feywild or the Shadowfell, right? Those planes are like connected to this one.
So you're saying
Right.
the other one's not meant to touch.
Correct.
This
That's
plane.
exactly what I'm saying.
Which
Okay.
makes sense as to why your mom was so pissed off.
Here, let me draw it for you. It's going to make more sense. And so what I draw is effectively like a circle with a bunch of little circles in it, and then like that represent the planes. So like the Shadowfell, the blah blah blah, etc.
Mhm.
And then I say, okay. And then I take out just a coin from my pocket. I say, okay, imagine that circle transposed onto this coin, right? This coin is that same representation, just smaller, okay?
Okay.
And then I take a second coin, and I'm like, and this coin represents the same thing, but it's their universe. And then I stack them on top of each other. And they kind of exist like this, in parallel, but separate to ours. So they exist within the same super realm, but they don't interact with each other normally. And it would take some kind of weird cosmic event that would disrupt the barrier between the worlds to bring them here or us there, or vice versa. Does that make sense?
Enough. So, yeah.
And at this point, the living spell trots over to this little image that you've drawn and kind of pokes its nose around as though it has eyes, which it quite clearly that doesn't, to investigate.
Why was your mom so pissed off about that?
I don't know. In my experience, my mom's always pissed off.
At least you have one.
Oh yeah, your parents are dead. Forgot about that. I mean, I didn't forget. I was told not to mention it. But since you bring it up, your parents are dead.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, it's sad, but you know. Want to switch?
No, I'm good.
Malia, roll a perception check for me.
Oh, she's right behind me, isn't
Oh,
she?
no.
She's standing right behind me, isn't she? Joking.
27.
How deep in this river has Malia gone for a little bathing experience?
She's out
Well,
of the
she's
river.
out now
Oh,
because
okay,
I
you're out.
very clearly said that I was drying off and getting dressed.
Excellent. Sorry, I got lost in the conversation.
He was
It's
about
fine. I can still see.
he was about to spring another fucking crocodile.
No, but what you do see, Malia, as Vermilion
Quantum
Much-
physicist Vermilion.
much like his mother in the distant past, produces a fairly cohesive lecture on the nature of the multiverse.
Yeah, that was great.
Kind of
Thanks, disembodied voice.
looking back at the riverbank just to make sure you haven't left anything behind and you've recovered all of your gear. You see movement in the water. And looking upriver, kind of towards where the fortress lies, a little ways away from this dock. Good. You watch. Good. You watch as these long-limbed, starved-looking creatures, dozens of them, start crawling up the riverbank and making their way towards the fortress.
Hello! I'm just gonna start shouting out and like pointing at the thing.
And we're going to leave it there for the evening. Thank you all. Hey, well done, gang. Very good job. We're going to do outros. You're going to give us a little spill about who you are and what we can find you doing in the immediate short term. Please. And then any little favorite moments that you had from tonight's session. We're going to start this time in reverse, please, with Emily.
That's rude.
Mhm.
Hello, I'm Emily. I'm mostly unimportant, but when I'm the time that is not mostly, I am the GM, producer, chief executive, Thirstmaster on Hexes and Vexes, where I run Echoes of Divinity, Fuckbart Island coming soon, and a bunch of other places that you can find me. Yeehaw. Um, Favorite moment? Good golly. The absolute chaos of the three of us reuniting and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
It's only getting worse.
I also love how nonchalant Tiny Wing is about literally everything. Like it's like,
It's all
oh
an
yeah, I just had a friend
experience.
in the Shadowfell, this deadly cult, or something that might come back. Who knows? I don't know. It's all
about-
good. I have a bear.
It's what it's
I
like when
love
you.
it. It's
It's what it's like
great.
when you were born like 2 weeks ago.
And raised in a jar.
Yeah. No, it's great. I enjoyed that a bunch.
Excellent. Saz.
Hi, hello. I'm Saz or Saz Meeple. I'm resident dice goblin and producer over at Meeples and Dragon and the organizer of Redlands Tabletop Gaming Club here in Brisbane. I think my favorite little moment was probably the little bear because oh my fucking god, it's adorable and I wish I could draw. I love it. I love it.
Very
My cute
good.
bear.
Guess we'll find out.
Bear boobs.
The Arcane Bear, NBCGM. Also an Arcane Bear.
Well, half of that's right. Hello.
Which half?
I was Vermilion. And when I'm not Vermilion, I'm NBCDM. And I do stuff as that guy on the internet. And you can find me on social media that I may or may not use at that NBCDM or underneath your car because I'm stealing your catalytic converter.
Whoa. Why would you do that? I need that to
Precious metals.
You don't have a car.
I need that to convert the
No,
catalytics.
but he does have a catalytic converter that just sits in a parking spot unattended.
Excellent. Did you have a favorite moment? Did you convey it, or did I miss that while I was? picking up
I
dice?
guess I really enjoyed the part where Malia let me cast Feign Death on her to see if it would take her to the Shadowfell.
I also
Just
just found out I also have this
interesting.
spell, so we can have some fun with this.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Fucking
It's
hell.
just us killing each other to get out of social situations. It's like, oh
Good.
no, my friend is dropped dead. Quick, we need to rush them to the infirmary.
Sorry.
High five.
Have to go perform funerary rites so they're not raised as undead. Bye.
Yeah.
Sorry. Excellent. The fucking, if you ever need a party name, I guess the Fainting Dead is on the option
The
option
Feigning
list.
Dead.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Excellent. Hey,
HBO's less popular sequel.
I am I'm Promethean. There's a 0 in it.
Where's the 0?
The 0 is in the death that I feign. I
What?
play games from time to time on the internet, and a bunch of
Sometimes on the correct channel.
That's right. Sometimes, occasionally, I do it on the right channel. I roll dice a bunch. Here doing this. You can also find some Call of Cthulhu here, run by Tolera79. I also do stuff over with Hexes and Vexes, and Meeples and Dragons, and Enchanted Realms. All fun, all cool. That's it. My favorite, I also absolutely enjoy Tiny Wings, just like deadpan, yeah, like the matter of factness of her responses to what is genuinely some pretty cooked fucking shit.
I don't know any better, man.
Absolutely delights me. And I also enjoy the process every time this happens of just absolutely using and abusing Vermilion as a vehicle for lore in general. Makes me really happy.
Vermilion sure is a vehicle.
What else? What did I like about Malia?
Nothing.
You're right. No, that's not correct.
One day she's gonna take up Vermilion's offer on blood.
Right?
No, I've said to Promethean, it's funnier for me if I just continuously don't let that happen.
I don't know if it works as well now that you've articulated it, but hey, here we are. It is a very good point that Vermilion makes, though, I would say, which is great.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Thank you. It's amazing how logical the little shit can be.
I also enjoyed remembering that Malia has a magical fucking hag's eye in her hand.
Oh, and yeah, and also stuff I enjoyed remembering was my bag of infinite apples.
Yeah, that was cool. A good call. Bag of infinite apples made me happy. Cool. That's it for me. Hey, you know what we're gonna do right now?
Are we gonna
Raid.
We're gonna raid out. We're gonna go raid Nephthys Nile. Wow, my lips aren't working. Shit, I'd already clicked the button, so apparently we're doing that real quick. We're gonna go.
Woohoo!
Click my button.
Yeah. One of the coolest human beings that exists. They do a bunch of
Very true.
cool stuff. I think they've just put out like a new Vampire the Masquerade module? Question mark? I think I saw the other day. Which is heckin' rad.
And also on their start playing, they're gonna run stuff. Go follow them.
They're running stuff on Start Playing if you want to play a cheeky little game.
I think they're gonna do a long form campaign from the sounds of things.
That sounds very cool.
Very cool.
Long forms.
All right, gangs. Say goodbye to the internet for the time being.
Doc.
You're all cool and have fun. Say Doc again.
Doc.
Outstanding. Okay, the raid has been performed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some hellos and